Hello everyone, I'm Barry Vanover and I want to speak to you today on the 7 necessary actions for 2017. If you're a business person or whether you're a school owner or you own any type of business, these 7 actions that you focus on is going to help you set up to be more successful, more efficient in the upcoming new year. So those 7 actions for 2017, action number 1 is set goals. Frankly, if you have any type of business and you haven't set any goals for yourself, you cannot know where you're going. You're on a path where you have no idea where you're headed. You have no idea if you're progressing, if you're failing, if you're moving behind, or if you're doing a great job and you just need to learn from those lessons so you can continue duplicating those efforts to continue doing a great job. You have to set tangible, realistic, measurable goals for yourself. You have to do this on a yearly goal, break those down into monthly goals, break those monthly goals down into weekly goals, and even daily goals when it comes to your income generation. So you have to set goals. Now, if you have no idea where to begin setting goals, then there's great information on the internet about goal setting, a process. But basically, look at what you did last year and try to beat last year. I mean, it's not that difficult. If you can beat what you did last year by 10, 15, 20%, I say that's a huge win. It's a great place to start. But you have to have goals to know where you're going, to be focused on growth. Otherwise, you're just kind of operating, you're just kind of doing business with no attention to progress or success, or no attention to failure. Failure will be something that just happens and surprises you, right? We don't want that to happen. Action number 2 is use a mentor or have a coaching relationship. Basically, whatever business you're in, it's very few owners and operators in any type of business that doesn't seek out help from experts, professionals, people that have been there, done that, that has achieved great level of success and are seeking their information, seeking their advice, seeking their help. Very few people. Even the greatest business minds in the world network and have mentors and coaches that help them take things to another level. So my suggestion for you, if you're not already using a mentor or a coach, find somebody that has achieved the level of success that you want to achieve and just basically get them to help you, right? And sometimes this costs money. I mean, it's natural that you're going to pay for this type of advice, this type of information. Just be careful and don't get some kind of life coach that is all about rah, rah, rah. Motivation's important, but if somebody can't tell you do A, B, C, and D, and that's going to give you a certain percentage chance of success with this outcome and result, it's probably not the type of advice you want. I mean, anybody can you can read a book yourself to get motivated, right? You can go online and there's plenty of free TED Talks on people that help motivate you and get you excited and doesn't cost you anything. I'm talking about mentor and coach relationships that is going to dive into your business and help you blueprint your business to do exact actions to get exact sustaining future results. Action number 3, create an action strategy. Okay? When I say create an action strategy, is take all of this information that you've gathered from your mentors and your coaches or from your past experiences and put it together in a strategy. You should know every area of your business should be systemized to where you know exactly what's going to happen in that area of business, how it's going to run, how it's going to operate. So that's creating an action strategy. How are you going to answer the telephone? What are you going to do for your internet marketing? How are you going to teach awesome martial arts classes? Right? What's the structure of that? What are you going to do for your upgrade systems? And how are you going to do your enrollment conferences? And all of these areas should be systemized into details that can ensure your success. Action number 4, take that strategy and design a plan and create a schedule of operation. Know exactly your own personal schedule. You're going to arise out of bed at this time. You're going to do this on a time schedule for progress. Have that same plan and strategy designed for your staff members. Make sure they're working the plan and planning their work. That everybody in your team knows exactly what they're supposed to be doing, when they're supposed to be doing it. You yourself, have you planned time for you to do personal development? Have you planned time for you to do meditation? Have you planned time for you to sit down and analyze your statistics? Office hours, they're called when you're in the university and you're a teacher or a teacher's assistant, a TA. You have office hours where you get all of this done. Do you have a structure to your daily time management that's going to allow you to create a plan and a schedule for you and your team members to succeed? Action step number 5, train your team. Now that you've sought out information from the experts, now that you've created a strategy, now you've organized a plan, it's time to train your team. You know, you can only do so much by yourself and being a one-man show before you start to digress, right? One person can only do so much. You have to be able to compound your efforts through proper staff training and proper time management to be able to duplicate your efforts, to get your team members to help you reach and strive your goal, right? So it's time to plan organized and implement organized staff training in the systems that you've either purchased and implemented or that you've developed on your own. Step number 6, invest in self-improvement. Continuing education. Always be the type of owner or business person that's willing to grow. That's going to be something as simple as setting a goal to read a certain number of books per month, setting the goal to go to certain awesome business and events and going to some of the bigger trade shows and going to some conventions for your industry. You know, seeking out those mentoring people, you know, investing in your own personal development, your own education, your own personal growth as a business professional, and not just business, but also your personal relationships and also your spiritual growth. You know, invest in yourself and spend time to grow as a person. And then number 7 of the necessary actions for 2017, action number 7 is determine your what's next. What's next in your career? You know, is what's next growing your school to a certain level? Is what's next opening your 2nd or 3rd location? Is what's next selling your studios to set up retirement? Is what's next investing in something else and spending your passive income that you're getting and investing in either real estate, buying your own building, or the stock market? Determine what your next is. And you can only get to your what's next when you see a clear pathway to your current goals. All right, so those are 7 tips of advice and necessary actions to have a successful 2017. Thank you guys so much. If you have any questions, go ahead and just simply ask them wherever you see this, whether you're seeing this on YouTube, you're seeing it on our Facebook page. If you want to email me, you can email me at ceo@barryvanover.com. You can go to our website at martialartsmanagementgroup.com if you want any help in any type of mentoring, any type of consulting. We have a few simple programs, a Business Maximizer and a Leader's Edge, which is a mentoring program that's going to help any martial arts school owner in any style that they teach in our industry. So seek out that information if you guys are interested, and I'll talk to you soon.